Baniriza mwenna abalaba vidiyo eno amannya agange nze Trevor Online era nga nze nebibadde mu Parliament olunaku olwaleero Speaker Anita mwategeezezza nga bw'abadde atabadde eggwanga lyonna ebiro bino naye ensonga y'amakubo emukutteko nnyo embeera embi gye galimu naddala mu kaseera kano ak'enkuba mwe yeesanze ng'enguudo ezimu nzibu za kuyitamu. Muzimu ku nguudo zaanokoddeyo lwe luguudo lw'e Hoima lwagamba nti enfuufu lulimu mpitirivu era abaluvugirako tebalaba gye balaga ekintu ekiyinza okuvaako obubenje. Ono agenze maaso n'ategeeza nga enguudo eziri okukolebwa bwe zaasuulwawo era beetaaga Minisitule y'ebyentambula eyanje ripooti ku nsonga eno.
Honourable members, during this season I've been able to move throughout the country and I found out the roads are in a sorrow state, especially after these rains. You find some roads are impassable. I went to Hoima. The road in Hoima, since the takeover of UNRWA, the road was under, they were working on the road, but the dust on the road, you cannot even see a car in front of you. And that will cause an accident. Most of the roads that were being worked on have been abandoned. We may need to have a report from Minister of Works. The issue has always been we don't have money, but you find the Kampala-Hoima road is terrible, the Kampala-Jinja road is terrible, the Mityana-Mubende road, the Moroto road, the Kafu, all those roads. We want to understand what is happening. The Masaka road, even just connecting from Mumbarara to Bushenyi, to Shema, the road is bad. And you wonder what is happening. We allocate money. The roads are not being worked on. Where is the money going to?
Ate yo mubaka akiikirira Bugiri Municipality, Basalilwa, alaze obwennyamivu eri gavumenti okwesuulirayo ogwannagamba ku nsonga y'empaka za African Cup of Nations ezibindabinda. Basalilwa agamba gavumenti tewadde mikutu gy'amawulire bulango kyokka nga ttiimu y'eggwanga yeetaaga abawagizi ye baagambye nti tebamanyi ttiimu y'eggwanga egenda kuzannya ddi n'eggwanga lya Algeria. Omubaka Basalilwa abadde omunyiikaavu ayagala gavumenti ennyonnyole lwaki ensonga ya tonamenti eno gavumenti yagiteekamu ssente empitirivu kyokka nga teyagala kugiranga. Ye minisita omubeezi ow'ebyenjigiriza wamu n'ebyemizannyo Honorable Peter Ogwang ategeezezza ng'ensonga y'okulanga empaka za CHAN bwegenda okukolebwako wabula obuzibu bwava ku bukwakkulizo bw'abavujjirizi wamu n'abategesi b'empaka zino.
Honourable Speaker, when you are making the communication, it would appear as if this tournament is a month from now. But as a matter of fact, Uganda's first game against Algeria is on the 4th. That's next week. But Honourable Speaker, this tournament, for us to be hosting this tournament, is a very important milestone for the country. I am surprised that government has not given the tournament the attention it deserves. If you speak to the media organizations here, none of them has received money to advertise this tournament. And you expect Ugandans to go to Nambole to cheer our teams when they are completely ignorant of this tournament. Honourable Speaker, we want to find out why government has not taken advertising and this tournament as a top priority. As we speak now, Honourable Speaker, the countryside is not aware. And we cannot be successful unless we have the fan base. We are playing Algeria, a top club on the continent. And we really rely on the home support for us to become victorious. Why have we invested heavily in this tournament if we are actually not advertising? We are not engaging the media. There is no program. Honourable Speaker, I don't know whether you've been invited for the official opening ceremony. Me in my capacity as chairperson Parliamentary Sports Club, I have not been invited. I don't know whether the government chief whip is invited. I can challenge him to say it on the floor.
This continent, in line with the Confederation of African Football, came up with a tournament to market our locally best players who play in our local leagues. And that's why this competition was given to us as Uganda. And I want to recall, we were awarded in September last year, and this competition was meant to take place last year. No wonder we call it CHAN 2024. We did plead with CAF to revise it to 2025. They said no. This competition has its calendar, which takes place after every 2 years. So for us as Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, we got the hosting rights. And that's why I got in a point where the chief whip said it is also a precursor to the main competition, which we call Afcon 2027, to check on our readiness as a country. And specifically, I want to address ourselves to the 3 East African countries. The question is, why is there so much publicity in the media across the entire region? Madam Speaker, there are quite many factors which I want to say. First, we must look at the hosting rights. This competition has sponsors by the Confederation of African Football. So whatever we try to do as a country, we must work within the confine of the agreement which we signed. So for this purpose, Madam Speaker, we did commit as a country to undertake this competition. As of now, we have been mobilizing resources internally to work within the agreement which we signed so that we don't infringe. For instance, MTN would be interested in coming to help the government to advertise this competition, but CAF has its own sponsors which within that agreement say, please, here, this is where you reach.